This is RJ, live from Oakwood Cemetery in High Point, North Carolina, in the Confederate section. It is right here. There are 50 Southern Americans, Confederate soldiers, who are buried, most of all who died during the war. I believe all died during the war. Died in a nearby hospital, in Barbie Hospital. They were initially buried all over the community, people's yards, their lands, and eventually reinterred to this central location, right around 1867, I believe. Later on, this memorial was placed here. I thought it was by the Ladies Memorial Association, but it's by a different organization that appears on this front here. It says, erected by the Guilford Council, number 23, Junior. And it looks like OUAM. I'm not sure what that represents. 1899. Confederate dead. And I love the base here. You can see the Army of Northern Virginia, the citizen soldier flag representation, the Confederate battle flag as a base. Love how they did that. I was here last time, 3 years ago. Been here a couple times before. And this fence was not here last time, so this is new. And also that fence in the background is also new, as I recall. So I'd like to share these live videos so we can pay our respects together. Some call this a mass grave. These soldiers were very fortunate in that they do have individual headstones, and their names are on the headstones. This is in North Carolina. This is High Point, North Carolina. And of course, always love to see the cemeteries that are decorated, been respectfully decorated here. Just reading off a few of the names here we can see. Sanders and Shelley, Arwood, Campbell, Danion, Eldridge, Dooms, Smith, Catham, Pullman, Wilkes, Page, Kinsey, Cox, McCarthy, Stevens, Hurley, Sutton, and there's of course others as well. Now I'm gonna make a transition over here. There is a marker just 100 feet up this direction. That indicates where this cemetery is. And these trees are lined up right here. They look like they're intentionally lined up. It's almost like a pathway to the Confederate cemetery section. Once again, this is High Point, North Carolina, Oakwood Cemetery. This isn't too far from Valor Park, which I'm going to next. Valor Park is a awesome new Confederate park. It is now the final location of 3 Confederate memorials that were removed from different counties. One of the monuments was in Pittsboro, North Carolina. Another one was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Another one was in Lexington, North Carolina. So I just want to share this with you. So you see right here, as you get to this section, there's this marker right here. And it says 50 Confederates buried 100 feet south of here. And I like how they embedded an iron cross in the concrete here. Isn't that cool how they embedded this here? I will read your comments later on. I'm traveling from place to place. We'll be sharing live videos all this week long. You see 50 Confederates buried 100 feet south of here. And then these trees that look like they're lined up and they go directly to the cemetery. So it's sort of a path, It's not a maintained path at all. And maybe it was just designed to separate the section out. But it sure does look like it. But as you go down here, this takes us right to the Confederate section, where there's those 50 Southern Americans who are buried here. They're fortunate to have their names captured on the headstones, their names recorded. There are some of those cemeteries that are so sad. Like, for example, over in Blandford Cemetery in Petersburg, Virginia, there's a mass grave, basically a mass grave. They're spread out, but there's 30,000 Southern Americans, 30,000 Confederate soldiers buried there. And probably 98, 99% are unmarked graves. And about 90%, almost 90% are unknown of 30,000. And that's how it is in many, many cemeteries, about that same ratio. So I just want to leave this with you today, once again, from High Point, North Carolina. In Oakwood Cemetery. Paying our respects today to the Confederate dead who are buried here. Thanks to all who helped maintain, preserve these important hallowed grounds. May their sacrifice never be forgotten. Those Southerners who answered the call and they did their duty to serve and protect and defend their homes and their families and their homeland in America's largest, deadliest war. Take care, y'all. May God bless you. May God bless and save America. And may God bless and save Dixie.